Good morning, my friends. This is David Joyner again, coming to you with another Artist's Corner tutorial. Today we will be doing the coloring tutorials for this illustration. Definitely working in here with the door right now. We'll be using regular colored pencils, and if you have any questions about shading, you can let me know. But basically, I'm using a tan that's going to shade into this yellow on the door, and then in a short bit I'm going to show you what you can do combining both the tan and the dark brown on the werewolf. You'll notice that we've done a lot of preliminary shading. This is going to assist us in the coloring process. So you guys may have to excuse me if I'm in and out speaking, because I'm actually doing this audio commentary in the house today. It's kind of a wet and rainy day, so you have to forgive me. Remember that it's extremely crucial to warm up. You should take your pencil and some paper and just do a couple of warm-up doodles, or do some line work. It really helps. It is really raining out there today. I seem to always do these tutorials when it's raining. I don't know why that would be. So at the top of the door, you might not be able to tell, but we are attempting to bring in a little bit of a darker value of the tan at the top of the door. And I'm probably going to show you guys here. I got the tan and the brown. I'm going to go in now and start doing the darkening of the fur. It really, in some cases, a lot of artists might be against this kind of coloring, but I feel it softens and rounds the monster. I'm pretty sure you can all see this. So, it's Saturday morning here in Vancouver, Washington, and the weather is bad. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do today.
Oh, Dad, look.
So, as we can see here, I will mention again that we don't always have to have our pencils really sharp when doing this kind of shading. In fact, it helps to have your pencil kind of rounded. You don't really want to cut into the paper. You can see I still have my color palette sitting off to the side. This helps me when I'm moving the browns next to the yellow. Be super careful around the hands. You really don't want to, at this point in the illustration, make an accident and accidentally color over the top of the hand, because you cannot really get rid of that at this point. At some point I might be able to actually get a better resolution on this, but until that time comes, you guys will just have to trust me that the feathering effect on the fur is coming along quite nicely. Did I say feathering effect on fur? Well, the fur effect in the fur. Or the effect on the fur. Yeah, that's it. We're at 5.5 minutes. This is a 12-minute illustration. I've left certain section of this illustration blank for, I decided that they would definitely be lighter than the other parts. I don't really know, excuse me, if that is the way it would be in real life, but I like the look. And that's all that matters, is I like the way it looks. You just remember that when you're doing your own illustrations, nobody can tell you if it looks good or doesn't look good. Only you. You're the only judge. Having said that, if you want to sell your stuff, it's better to try to do your work in a way that you have through asking questions of others, figured as a way that looks good to most people. You should always ask opinions of your friends and family. They'll tell you, usually, the truth. I can always go back in after I'm done with some final shading, which I may do. I really have enjoyed working on this illustration with you guys. You may hear my son David. He's sitting at the kitchen table doing his own drawings right now. I think I'm going to come in here when I'm all finished and maybe do a little more ink work. This is definitely a scary looking werewolfy creature. I don't know if it would necessarily constitute a werewolf, more like a cat thing. A werekitty. This colored pencil is covering nicely, and it's giving me that effect I was looking for. When you go in with your black and then you go in over the top, what you're going to discover is that your colored pencils are not as solid as you think they are. It's more of like a stained glass effect. You can, no matter how dark you color with the darkest blue, you're always going to see black underneath. And so I've discovered this effect, and I find it works really well in many different scenarios. This is one of them, where you can actually get many different colors of brown. So I'm going to come in here later probably with a little more yellow, but I figured I would first do the light browns and get those all knocked out before doing that, just because I wasn't sure how much yellow I actually want to incorporate in that hand. I think that's about right. Well, this is 9 minutes and 42 seconds. We're almost at 10 minutes now. We've got about 2 more minutes. And I think I'm going to come back in now with some more black. Oh, wait. Yeah, I forgot. We got to do the tongue. I think so. And the nose. Got to make sure you got a nice dark separation between each tooth. And we'll just use the black now and do a little more of the fine shading. You go in over the top now of the colored zones with the black, and you can get your final tone of black. And now you'll really see where I'm separating the center of the character and allowing that to be the darkest zone. Looks like I will have to finish up this illustration on yet again another coloring tutorial. It takes a lot longer than people realize to do these things. It's not step one and then you're done. You're definitely having to layer your colors. But I've deeply enjoyed doing this with you all.
Cake.
And you can hear my son calling for cake. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this as much as I have, and I look forward to bringing you the rest of the tutorial. Again, if you like this, subscribe, please, and let me know what you think in the comments section. Thank you all, and you have a lovely day. Thank you for coming to the Artist's Corner. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.